What is going on, man? This is Patrick James here, and I give you raw dating advice that your mother would not approve of. And in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about female attraction. What is it, where a lot of guys go wrong, and how you can create it for yourself instantly. A lot of guys, they go wrong when thinking about female attraction. So the first common misconception about it is that it's like a guy, right? You know, a lot of guys, and you know, I'm sure you can relate because I'm a guy, you're a guy, we're all guys here. We see a girl and we instantly know, oh, I like her, she's hot, or she's not hot, I don't like her, right? It's more like a light switch, you know? But girls, it's different. A lot of guys, they think, yeah, it's like a light switch for women, but they really care about money and looks, and you gotta be tall, and you gotta have a six-pack, which is absolutely backwards thinking. Not true at all. So women, it's more like a dial, right? If you're like, it's like turning on the light slowly, right? So one way to think about this, and this analogy is gonna make sense when I explain to you how to create it, is I remember Rocky Balboa, there's that scene where he's like running up the stairs and he's running up the stairs and he's like shadow boxing, and when he finally gets to the top of all these stairs that he just ran up, he just raises his hand in celebration. He's celebrating because he feels great that he was able to run up all those damn stairs. And it's kind of same with female attraction. Rocky Balboa, female attraction. Anyways, it's kind of the same because to get up to the stairs, he had to work. It was challenging for him to get up to the top of all those stairs, but once he got there, he felt awesome. He felt happy. He celebrated, right? Female attraction is the same. When you create those stairs for her to run up, and when she finally gets to the top, when she overcomes that challenge, she feels happy and she starts pursuing you because she concludes in her head, oh, this is an attractive male. I like him. Let's see where this goes. All right, so that's how female attraction is. So that's a few of the misconceptions is one, it's not like a light switch, it's like a fucking dial, all right? They have to work for that stuff. They want the challenge. That way, if they got to the top of that challenge, they feel good, all right? They feel awesome. Another one is looks and money really do not matter. Now, if you're not good looking or you don't have money, like, yeah, do everything you can to improve that stuff just for your own self-esteem. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of short, ugly dudes who are getting some hot ass bitches. You feel me? All right. So let's talk about how can you create female attraction? How can you create that challenge for her to overcome so that she feels great when she gets to the other end of that challenge, when she overcomes that hump, when she gets to the top of those motherfucking Rocky Balboa stairs, all right? And obviously there's a lot of ways you can do this. If you want a whole book full, I recommend checking out one of my books. It's called Become Her Addiction, Words That Make Her Want You. But, you know, if you want a quick one right here, and it's called Creating Barriers. So think back to one of the oldest stories that we know, Romeo and Juliet, William Shakespeare. What was the whole conflict in that story? The whole conflict, the whole reason that there was even a good story there is because there was a couple who was in love, but their parents didn't want them to be together. There was a barrier between their love, all right? And just because there was that barrier, there was that challenge to overcome, and it made them that much more invested in each other mentally, physically. They had to go behind people's backs just to see each other, all right? There was a barrier between them, and it just amplified everything. So in your seduction, when you're going out and meeting girls, when you're dating girls, when you're meeting a girl at a bar, on a street, in Whole Foods, wherever it may be, create those barriers. And this is very easy to do. I have two ways that I use all the time, and I'm about to give them to you right now. So remember these two phrases: but we can't, and I have to get up early. All right, I use these all the time. So for example, if a girl wants to come over and hang out, you know, Netflix and chill, which I don't really do a lot of Netflix and chilling, I like to go out. But, you know, for example, if a girl invited me over, I could say, okay, I can come over, but don't try to take advantage of me because, you know, I gotta get up early. I gotta go to bed, all right? Just saying I gotta get up early is creating that barrier, all right? Girls do this all the time. Or maybe you say, yeah, I'll meet you out at this bar, but we can't stay out too long. I gotta get up early. Not only does it make her it gives her a lower barrier to entry, she feels better about going out with you because she doesn't feel like you're gonna be a creepy dude that's gonna keep her out all night. But even if she likes you, she's going to want to kind of get you to go against that. Why? Because people always want what they can't have. So when you create a barrier, you kind of create this feeling of, yeah, you can have me, but not yet, not all of me, right? You can't have me completely. And that's what creating barriers does. So I have to get up early. I use that one all the time. The other one is, but we can't. So a lot of times if I'm talking to a girl in a bar or maybe even on a date, I'll paint this awesome picture of things that we can do in the future or things that I want to do to her. If you like to talk sexually, you can do this with that too. But for example, if you're not really sexually equipped and you're not that confident sexually, you can use the words, but we can't. So for example, you know what would be really awesome is if we went on this awesome adventure. I'm gonna take you to Disneyland and we're gonna ride all the rides 7 times, and then we're gonna have a funnel cake eating competition, and I'm gonna beat you because, you know, obviously I'm like the champion funnel cake eater, and then we're gonna go on that ride where it drops you down 10 stories, but we can't. And then you just look off into the distance, and you created this thing that she really wants, and then you took it away. It's like dangling the carrot in front of her and like teasing her with it, and then right at the last second when she tries to grab it, you like take it away. All right, it's the best way to create that kind of like void for her to kind of chase after you. Another way I like to do this is if I'm in a bar and I'm like approaching a girl. I specifically remember this one time, this girl, she was out with her brother, and I approached her and she was like really into me, and I was like, you know what, I'd really love to stay here and talk to you, but clearly your brother doesn't want us to be together. And then I like looked off into the distance, and it was a really good takeaway, and it's literally just creating that barrier between you guys. So if you liked this video, give me a like and a subscribe, and comment below with any other challenging ways or good ways, creative ways that you found to create those barriers with you and a girl, and I will see you in the next video.
Okay.